Je parle avec qui? Oui, je parle
Pardon?
avec. Je parle
Je
avec
parle avec Priscilla. Priscilla.
Priscilla.
Oui,
Oh, ok.
monsieur.
De quel centre?
Oui, monsieur.
De quel centre?
Je ne
Quel
comprends
centre?
pas.
Tu ne comprends pas votre centre? Est-ce que vous êtes à Kumasi ou bien à Takoradi ou bien à Wa?
Oh,
C'est
je vais
ça que je
à
demande sur votre centre.
Kumasi.
Ah, ok, au centre de Kumasi. Ok, d'accord. Très
Oui,
bien.
monsieur.
Euh, ok, je suis votre conférencier. Je serai avec vous aujourd'hui pour la fin de semestre. Et je m'appelle Kwasi Clément. Je suis pasteur. J'habite à Kumasi aussi. Et nous apprenons le français. Ce semestre, soyez à l'aise. D'accord? If I speak French only, I think most of you will not like the lecture.
We will not talk. Oh, we will not
You will
talk.
not talk
We
at
will
all.
stop the school. We will stop the
Wow.
school.
Oh, you can't stop the school with only French. Mm, how can you stop the school with French only? Okay. So French is a foreign language. Is a foreign language, and each and every one should at least know what we call the français du marché. When we say français du marché, back in our neighboring countries, Côte d'Ivoire, Togo, Benin, Burkina Faso, there is the market French, and then the one that we learn in the school. For example, our mothers in the market in Côte d'Ivoire, without going to school, they traveled from Ghana to Côte d'Ivoire. Carte, instead of saying carte d'identité, instead of saying carte d'identité, they will say carte d'identité. I heard most Ghanaians, and including my parents, oh, yeah, say wa nya o carte d'identité, they say obe brepa carte d'identité, yanko pay the carte d'identité. Like the Ghana card, go and get some, and then you can find your way out. So it's possible that as we have been surrounded by Francophone countries, we will one day, one time meet French speakers on our land Ghana here in Ghana. Or one day a program may send us outside Ghana. The reason why you are meeting me this particular semester and particularly this particular time. Okay. So we have how many participants on board? Let's see. Just about 52. All right, the rest. Yes. No one is talking. They'll join later.
Yeah.
All right.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Okay. So this lecture will be a blend of English and French. English and French. Each and everyone will be forced to speak French. Each and everyone will be forced to speak French. Your course outline will be shared on your platform for you. Okay, you get them. And maybe today, later on, as you've learned something, you take a project work or an assignment, which will comprise oral, recording, and written as well, and it will be marked. And when it gets there, the formalities will be sent to you. Then you will take a midterm, and the school organize an end of sem for you. Okay. So let me first introduce myself. My name is Clement Ankapon. Clement Ankapon. And I'll be taking for French for this particular semester. I stay at Kumasi, and I am a Ghanaian by descent. A Ghanaian by descent. I speak French and I speak English. So you come to familiarization. But then I have written something there. And what I've written there is Français langue étrangère comme une matière apprise dans une école normale des infirmières et sages-femmes. Discutons-nous. Let us discuss French. So you are not the only institution taking French. There are some other institutions, not even only nurses and midwives, but also even Ghana Ports and Harbors Authority, with also the military, customs and immigration. They learn the French in one way or the other. So today is our turn. And the question is, let's discuss, is the French language so important to the nurse or the midwife, or is not so necessary or learning it? Yeah, I open a window of discussion. You raise up your hand, and I call Priscilla entry Bafo Osantu de Kumasi. Where?
Monsieur,
Where?
Amanfum.
Vous
David
habitez à
Amanfum.
Vous habitez à Manfou.
Oui, monsieur.
Ok. Est-ce que vous avez déjà fait le français?
Je parle un peu, un peu.
Vous êtes, vous débutez, right? Vous
Oui,
débutez.
monsieur.
Ok. Donc vous avez fait le français de école primaire et secondaire.
Pardon?
Est-ce que vous avez fait le français de l'école primaire et l'école secondaire?
À NTC.
Vous avez fait le français à NTC.
À l'école de NTC.
L'école normale, ok. Des infirmières, d'accord. Ok. J'espère que ça va aller avec nous. Ok, d'accord, très bien. Priscilla, what are some of the advantages? Let's mention about two because some hands are also raised. So
Okay.
2 points. The French language it's not necessary for the nurse or the midwife. The French language is necessary for the nurse and midwife. Discuss.
So I think it's necessary because language shouldn't be a barrier for you to care for a patient.
Okay,
So
so
if you learn this language, and aside the English and the Chi and the other local languages we know, you can be able to communicate with those from the francophone countries in case they need your help.
okay.
Yeah.
So what advantage of someone have if the person knows a little French, a little English, a little Spanish, a little Dutch, and all those stuffs? What advantage would the person have over someone who speaks only English?
So I think you can work at anywhere at all.
in the
In
world.
terms of work, yeah.
And you can work in any institution in the world.
Yes,
Any.
sir.
So what is the disadvantage for someone who speaks English only? Whether you are a teacher, you are a pastor, you are anybody, yes,
So
you are
I
a
think
nurse,
you'll be limited in your field of work.
limited, as in,
As in, just as you said, the one who knows English and French and other languages can go to other places. This one, you just have to be at English speaking countries. So you're a bit restricted.
so there is a language restriction. All right, so
Yeah.
back to a bit of history, okay? I know some of the nurses did general arts, and some, I don't know whether you know a bit of history, okay? But what I know is during the barter trade, if you don't know, let me just tell you that during the barter trade, when the Europeans came to Africa, okay, in that northern part of Africa, and during the barter trade, as they were trading, exchange of goods, what brought about the exchange of goods was that the interpreters, those times was very hard to get interpreters because the white had, you know, been here, but a whole lot of issues. Okay, so the one of the disadvantages for the trade, the trans-Saharan trade, was language. The whites came to Africa to trade. That was one of the reasons. And when they came for economic gains, one of the barriers was language. So decided that then let's do barter trade. So when they put salt, a bag of salt there at the market square, somebody will also bring a bag of gold and then take the salt and then leave the gold there. What do you think might have happened? Mm-hmm. Someone brings salt, put it there. Someone also brings a bag of gold and also put it there. And the person who brought salt to take the bag of gold, and the person who brought bag of gold will take the salt away. What do you think is happening over here? Hello. Yeah, Prekun David.
Yes, I think they are trading, but one with the other, no communication.
Trading without any communication. Yeah,
Yes.
but there is one thing that I want us to look at. One thing that we will now apply it to the contemporary world, okay? So they are trading without any communication. Now, again, a bag of salt exchanged for a bag of gold. What does that mean?
They are cheating each other.
Who is cheating the
One
other?
is cheating the other.
Who is cheating the other?
The
The
one
one,
with salt. The one with salt is being cheated on.
The one, no, it's not the one with gold.
no, the one with gold
With
is
salt
being
is
cheated
cheating
on
the one
because
with
you cannot
gold.
compare a bag of gold to a bag of salt. Their values are different.
The values are different. But
Yes.
then you went to place at the market square and you said it's barter trade. So whatever that you have, you bring it there and you pick what you want. And the person pick the good. If they had one point of communication or interpreters, you see that these things wouldn't have happened. Say that no, this one is of a different value. So you can't bring salt and pick that one. Or you need to bring about 1,000 bags of salt for one bag of good. I think that could have worked, right? But that couldn't work because they were all speaking different languages and different dialects. Please, I believe you get me. You get it right.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Exchange is
so
not robbery.
yeah. So because of language barrier, they decided to do barter trade. All right. So the historians will tell you that there was nothing wrong with exchanging salt with gold. So that you leave that one for the historians. Okay, there was nothing wrong with it because the salt was also very scarce at that particular time, and it weighted the same value as that of the value of gold. Okay, but today, bringing it into our contemporary world, that was one of the disadvantages. We couldn't even tell the person that I think gold is more valuable than salt, because what the gold can do, the salt cannot do a quarter of it. Bringing it into our contemporary world, those days, language made them do the barter trade. And even because of lack of language, they could not even determine the value of items that could be used in trading. So one was cheated upon. With the scenario of cheating coming into our contemporary world, in at a hospital setting, what do you think due to language barrier can be cheating for you, or can be very disastrous for you or the patient? Yes, yes. Oh, okay. Dinko Ahmed Richie.
Please, because of language barrier, there won't be effective communication between the nurse and the patient. Because of that, the
Okay.
patient, what they call it, complaints, the exact complaints, will not be able to be well communicated to the physician. Therefore, the diagnosis, they could be what? Wrong diagnosis at the end, or at the end of the treatment, there won't be effective treatment because
So
the exact
someone
complaints that
could
were
die,
needed
right?
to elicit, yes, please.
Yeah, so death is imminent, right? Someone could die. What else? Oh, but there were some other hands raised. Prekun, I think you raised your hand, right? Okay. David.
Yes, I think due to the communication barrier, like my brother said, you will not be able to get an effective treatment for the patient. And
So
moreover,
lack of
if
effective treatment and then wrong
yes,
diagnosis,
if
right?
you want diagnose, and then if at the end of the day the bill is given to the patient,
Yeah.
and maybe the patient want to bargain, maybe or may not understand why that huge bill. Due to communication barrier, it will be very difficult for the such patient to even find clarification of the bill given to him or her.
Okay, that's good. So you see, there are consequences for not learning one or two languages that are attached to the one that you know. No matter how hard that language may seem to you, put in some effort, learn some, you know, few expressions that at the hospital setting, when you meet with someone who can't speak English, then you will be able to still take care of that particular person. Take note, you are not a nurse designated for Ghanaian patients only. You are not a nurse designated for Ghanaian patients only. Whether the person travels to Ghana and comes and needs healthcare and meets you, you should be able to deliver effectively. So, in as much as the French may disturb you emotionally, and you'll be thinking about how do I cope, how can I move on, and how do I write the exams and all those stuff. The advantages weighs mightier than the disadvantages that you're thinking of. Because learning this language in your field could save a client or a patient one day when the patient meets you. Any question before we move on to the second point? Juliette Nyakon, ask me a question. Est-ce que vous avez une question à poser? Juliette Nyakon. Ok, Hassan Abdou Ramin, vous avez levé la main. Oui. Est-ce que vous avez une question à poser?
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Oui, bonsoir, Rahim. Est-ce que vous allez bien? Ça va? Ça va?
Ça va très bien, merci. Et toi?
Oui, donc, la question est tournée comme ça, d'accord? Et je vais demander que est-ce que vous allez bien? Est-ce que vous allez bien? Oui, vous me donnerez la même réponse.
Hey, who is that? Please, I wanted to ask, are we starting the basic or more advanced?
Anthony,
So
please mute
who is
yourself.
that? Who is that? Anthony. Asana, let's hear.
Say, please, I'm asking that, are we, because most of us don't even have the basics. So are we starting the basics, or because in fact this French is Frenching?
The French is French. You don't have the basics. You don't have the basics. Are you sure?
No,
You didn't
sir.
take French at GHS, SHS, NTC.
Some of us, the NTC one, we just managed to pass the exams.
Hey.
So if
So some of us we've never learned French before. I bet you. Not even GSS or NTC.
NTC, you doing French?
Yes, please.
No.
No.
Oh.
Not all of you are exposed to the language.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. I will start with the basics. Don't worry.
So I'm not. I don't understand anything here.
All right. I'll start with the basics.
Okay,
I'll start with the basics. Yeah. But I want all of us to come to a point that we will all know the importance of learning the French as an S. You know, the bank, they need French. Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
It's a financial institution. So it would have been money, right? But they need French. Why do they need French? Yes, at the bank. Oh, I want more hands to be raised. So these are just discussions, and it should be quick for us. Okay, Asana, yeah. Asana, yes, let me listen to you. Okay, that one.
Hello.
Yes, I'm online.
The institution deals with different currencies, and if you look at it, our neighboring countries are mostly francophone. So in case they come to do transaction of different in a foreign language, it will assist them.
Okay. So when they come here, they need to change their CFA, right, to the Ghana. Even having that particular contact, even at the black market, is also a problem. And then going to the bank too. So you see English written and then French written. These are, of course, the most widely spoken languages. Do you agree with me? English and French.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
English and French, which one is the most widely spoken language?
It's English, sir.
English.
English.
Is it not French?
It's French.
No.
It's French.
Because it's French. English.
French.
Is it English or French?
Because you're in Ghana
It's
here
French.
and
It's
you are
English.
colonial master.
As
for West
That's
Africa,
why you are
it's
saying
French.
it's English.
If it's West Africa, it's French. But in the global world, I think English dominates.
Alright, but you can just Google languages, countries and languages spoken. Those who speak French are many.
French is an international language.
Mm-hmm. Those who speak French are many. Alright, Asana, let's hear you. Your hand is up, so okay. So that these two languages are most widely spoken. Someone says I'll go to America, so me I don't need it. I met a pastor back from America, and in a conversation with the wife, she says that in America, English is number 1, Spanish number 2, and French number 3. I said, wow.
So English still dominates worldwide.
Per your records.
Yes.
Okay. Per your records. But where we find ourselves, French dominates. This particular region, this particular Africa of ours, the French dominates. Even the French could dominate the whole of Africa. I don't know whether you've been watching the AFCON and the countries that come, and the number of English-speaking countries and then French-speaking countries. Maybe you've not taken note of that. And in Togo, where I've been there before, Benin too, and then Cote d'Ivoire, where I've been there before, I can tell you for a fact that French is a requirement. You have to pass French. You have to pass English before certain certificates are awarded to you. It's a course mounted. And as I have grown and I was in Togo, there's this particular person who spoke English very well. And then he taught us how to swim because he could speak English with us. He was taking us outside where various restaurants, various bookshops, and then he also took us through various swimming lessons. And we paid him. He made a job out of us. He got to work whilst we were there because he could speak our language. He got some money from us. Okay. So one is that even in your field, the patients that come there speak different kinds of languages. Some even may not be able to speak. They will use signs. So whenever there is evaluation, those who use signs, what can we do for them? Then a course is placed. Those who come in with a foreign language, what can we do for them? Then a course is placed. So first of all, come to terms that this course, whether you pass it or you don't pass it, you understand or whatever, you get A or B or C or D or F or whatever. This course is very, very important. It can save a client's life. Put it at the back of your mind. What are some other benefits? Reku Benson, you want to talk? Reku Benson. Reku Benson. Oh, the person is not there. Wow. Evelyn Ampon Sandakun. Evelyn Ampon Sandakun. You if you will not be able to even talk, you just respond. Maybe yes sir, and then you tell us you don't have I have no idea. That would be fine. Than being silent, I'll take it as if your name gets into my diary, it means that you are not a serious student. Okay. So I've sounded the warning. So if I call you 3 times, you don't respond, I'll take you not to be a serious student. Michael Amuzu.
Say.
Talk. Aside saving a patient's life, what are some of the other benefits? If you don't have any idea, say no idea so that we go to a different person.
Say no idea.
No idea. Please, where do you reside? Amazon.
Say.
Where do you reside? Where do you stay?
Oh, currently practicing.
Krache.
Yes.
Krache, that's the Volta region, right?
Uti region.
Easton.
Uti.
Easton.
Uti
The
region.
Afram Plains. Afram Plains.
So I mean Uti region.
Doti region.
Yes, sir.
Oti region, Takrade is close to Cote d'Ivoire, Volta, Togo. What about Oti region? Burkina Faso, right?
On top, it just like Vuta, which when it was divided into two, then we had Vuta and Uti.
Yeah, so Togo is closer to you.
No, sir.
Oh. You said the Volta region has been divided into two. One is Oti. Is that not what you're telling me? Okay, we'll come back to you. So, Elizabeth Akin. Is it Akins or Akin? That's what. Elizabeth.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Elizabeth. A particular hand was raised, but so when Elizabeth is done, yeah.
Yes, one benefit of speaking or being able to communicate in French, it helps you to give culturally acceptable care, like related to nursing, be able to understand the culture based on what language, especially if it's French, that the person understands. Thank you.
Can you come again, please?
Sir, please, I am saying that benefit of speaking French or being able to communicate in French It allows you to give a culturally acceptable care, depending
Okay.
on the
Okay.
related to a French-speaking care
Okay.
recipient.
Okay. Okay. So talking about the culture, even the food that the person would like to take in, and maybe the person who has not even tasted our food. One night when I traveled to Togo, I wanted to take some of their food, and it was what we call the lapat, something like the bangu, which is a kafa type. And I took my fish, the salmon, and I wanted stew, at least pepper, grounded pepper, or whatever. So as I asked them, wow, they opened the big saucepan and they began to pour the soup. I said, but I want stew. I said, no, this one is the pepper. Wow. And when I tasted just a little, very, very hot one, pepper soup. Wow. The culture. But me, I know there is some shito and whatever. I didn't get it. Wow. It was late, so I have to eat it like that. And I ate. Come and see. 12 a.m. midnight. I visited the washroom more than 25 times. So even the food that the patients will eat, do we have a checker? So you see, this one will give you exposure that, okay, there is some French food here, they are checker, or the jollof is called the Rio Gras. So common food that is eaten in those francophone countries are also eaten in Ghana. All right, thank you very much for point. George Edu.
Hello, sir.
Yes, George.
Sir. On the side of the patient, it makes him feel like he's in his hometown.
The
So it
patient
helps to comfort.
feels at home. That's good.
He feels like home. You comfort him, and then he's able to recover very fast. If we don't understand his language, I think it will make him perceive that we are not doing anything for him. So it's very
You look like a
important.
stranger and you can harm him
Yes.
or her.
Yes.
There were several audios circulating during COVID time. It was in Tree, Ghana for dear. I want to say COVID no muba. Mon so bolo na mufa prekese no punu. Na mu twitwa nsa ni bi ne manema. Na se mu ye wi a hospital ndie mamu nko. Ebe se mu hospital no pe abrofo no. Oye broni akwa a na ya hwe kama. Oye Ghana ni na so kwa na ya ye den. Ya ye wa ine ye kun. Did you hear some of these such audios online? COVID time.
Yeah. This kind of
Yes, sir.
audios, it came
It came because the Ghanaians did not feel at home with the whites. You got it right.
sir.
They didn't feel at home. So if I've done some interventions several times, some of your colleagues will call me, some midnight, some daytime, and will just plead with me to speak with their French clients because they are disturbing a lot at the hospitals. Medication I'll not take, water I'll not take, food I'll not take, anything I'll not, no, whatever, because the person is not feeling at home. The person thinks that he's in a foreign land and could be killed or poisoned or whatever. So immediately someone is called and the person speaks to that particular French person, you see that the person calms down and now takes the medication and responds to treatment. And sometimes, if the bill is high, the person wants to inquire, they call again. I speak with the person and then gives the person direction as to what to do. So this time, I don't want my students to call me. I want you to learn it yourself and be able to interact with them. Okay, Ali Prince Brobe.
Okay, sir. I don't know if this is related. Can we say it opens you up to opportunities? Because in this current world, nurses are traveling to English-speaking countries, but if you can speak French or any other country, you can also go to a different place.
Is it only English-speaking countries? Because Canada, part of them are speaking French. They call it the Quebec community. Hey. Yeah, is it only English-speaking countries that nurses are traveling to? They travel only
Most
to
of
the
the
UK and
Ghanaians
the
are
US.
going to the English-speaking countries.
Oh, okay. But not Canada.
With Canada, I heard their processes are difficult to go through.
Is it the English community or the French community?
When you speak French, I know it's a plus for you.
You understand it?
Yeah. It's a plus for you if you understand French.
Okay. So those of you whose visas are ready and will be going tomorrow, please try to learn some few French added to it. Okay. So it's a plus. It opens you up for opportunities. It opens you up for. What about economic reasons? Yes, let's talk a bit about economic reasons. Yeah. Let's talk a bit about economic reasons. Yeah, Asana again.
Yeah, it helps you do your transaction very efficiently, because I remember an incident in Cote d'Ivoire in which we got cheated because of the language barrier, and something we could get for less than 1,000 CFA. We had to buy it more than 1,000 CFA. Later, I got to realize it was a total cheat because of the language barrier. So it's very efficient for transaction during business.
Very good, very good, very good. So you exchange salt, you exchange your good for salt, right?
In fact, though.
Yeah, you exchange your good for salt in Cote d'Ivoire. One lady who travels to Cote d'Ivoire, those days 10,000, 100 million was very was too much money, equivalent to about $1 billion now, or 800 million, that's 80,000 for transacting in biscuits. Not knowing the biscuits were expired. They got them from Cote d'Ivoire. The biscuits were expired. Because of this language barrier, they had to get it over here. They brought it 80,000. Brought it. They looked. So I think one person looked into it on the paper and said, "Wow, this thing is expired." So how was the shop owner going to took the number? This person speaks French, and you speak English. So biscuit, the expired. How do you add it up? And then how do you tell the person that biscuit expired in French? And then you need your money back. This is just a little expression of biscuit expired, money back. Or take your biscuit back and give me my money back, or change the biscuit for me, because I can't sell expired goods. So sometimes if you think you get the number of the person, and it's very difficult for you to by getting the number of the person, and very difficult for you to communicate with that person, you keep quiet, and maybe you sell the biscuits like that. Those who buy them and see that it's expired may throw it away, and those who buy them and don't see that they are expired will take it, eat it, and at the end of the day you are selling expired goods, and it affects the health of those who are buying them. But if you could speak French, and then this one too, if you want an interpreter to speak for you, then you will have to pay the person. Those of you who have been calling me and then I do the thing for you and you don't bring me some coins, be very careful. Ali Prince Ruby, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes, you call me and then I do the interpretation and say, thank you, sir. It's a service I've rendered. Is that not it?
Yes, sir, you need to be paid for that.
Exactly. So when you are calling, tell your hospitals that you are calling your lecturer, and then for the service, the hospital should bring him some uh, coins. Is that understood? Okay. So this person buys the biscuits and then the biscuits are expired. Can't communicate anymore. You see, in Ghana, we are disadvantaged because a lot of items here are very expensive because of whether it's political or economic reasons. So they are very, very expensive. And you can get 4 times cheaper items that are 4 times cheaper in even Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, those countries, Gabon, Gambia. Ghanaians travel a lot to even getting to Nigeria. I need to pass through Togo and Benin. These are where a lot of Ghanaian items come from Africa, and then others going from to China, Dubai, and Turkey. So if you don't know how to speak, even economically, you can't make it. Economic wise, how do you get the items to sell and make money? Maybe unless you deal in Kente. What about even if someone from France visits you and says that the person, I want some Kente? What do you do? Okay. So at the hospital, saving the life of the patient, knowing the other cultures, how other patients behave, economically, this is what it does for you. Any other point? Or someone has said traveling purposes too. French is another advantage. Okay. Any other point? Let's discuss this one too. Let's discuss this one. I learned in Europe. I want you to bring a point out of this. In Europe, what I learned was if you have a car and it's 2 years old, the insurance company will call you to come and change it based on your credit card. They can buy a house for you, and then you'll be working, and then monthly deductions will be taken off. That's what my friends tell me. But do you think it will be for everyone? Everyone will be a beneficiary of that particular offer, or it's a particular group of people? You have friends there, so let's discuss. Okay, Mary Bianca. If you not talk, I'll call you. If I call you, whether I talk to the issue or you tell me you don't have any idea, but if you are silent, I'll write your name in my diary for future purposes, for future use. So that's it, Mary Bianca. Reku Benson, I called you several times. Okay, maybe you are now online.
Yes, yes. Sorry for that. Actually, my network was not connecting well.
All
Okay,
right,
so
network issue. Where are you talking from?
from what center, please?
Yeah, do you want to tell me that WA doesn't have network? A good
Sir, not
network.
necessarily in what town, but outskirts of what,
All right, you
you
speak
know.
to the issue.
Okay, so with the point you made, yeah, I
Yeah.
think is good because, like you said, they based on the credit card, and they are doing that purposely to also develop their country. As you're also gaining money from their country, though, it's a strategy for them to also use to develop their country. So I don't see why it shouldn't be so. It is, and even if I think in advance years to come, Ghana to be doing that. Thank you.
Yeah. But the question is it for? Oh, Raccoon, I'm still talking to you. Yeah.
Yes,
Is
I'm
it for
listening to you.
all of them residing there? Is an offer, but is it limited to a particular group of people, or everyone can just, use credit card for such things?
Not everyone.
Uh-huh.
It's specified. Yeah, it's for a particular group of people.
Which are those people?
Should I see the indigents?
Oh, not necessarily so. Okay, not necessarily so,
Wow.
but okay, yeah. Okay, let me not worry too
Uh,
much. Okay,
uh,
David Precon, yeah.
Yeah, Monsieur, I think once you have a permit working there, you are eligible to that. So
Working.
yes, once you have
Okay,
a
so
genuine,
how do you get those things to work there?
that is you are dealing with
How
documentation.
how?
Like
One might have schooled
yes,
there.
so it depends on the mode that you use to get a permit, whether being a
You
student.
you can work all right.
Yes,
You can work all right.
but
But for you to be able to get certain facilities, you might have schooled there.
see, I don't think it's
That's
only
the point I'm driving at.
it's no. I'm not sure it's only school. You know,
What else?
currently, like nurses are moving with genuine
Mm-hmm.
documents,
Uh-huh.
so they are going there on a working permit. So as a working
Uh-huh.
permit, you have to get your social security number, and those credit card will be available. You
So
register.
no further studies. No 6 months course, nothing.
Oh, some have the qualification right from here before leaving. So if you get there, once you have the qualification, you do only in-service training, not necessarily going to classroom or education. That in-service training, that is on the field of job. Maybe that's what you do. Through that, you'll be having your probational period. You do the in-service training and you get the necessary skills, and then you proceed with the work. But before
Okay.
you can start with those procedures, you have to get all your documents at hand. And so
Okay.
the necessity is the permit that you have to work there.
Okay. All right. Thank you for schooling us. Me, I've never been there. Mali Felix.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Where are you speaking
Yeah.
from, please?
Is that
Where are you? Your center, please.
Wa
Wa.
Center?
Okay. Wa Center. Let's listen to you, please.
Sir, with regards to the example, I think it is not only working in the country, but you should be able to also speak the language and understand it very well. Because the conditions, if you don't understand the language conditions, I don't think you'll be given that kind of extent. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. The network wasn't good enough. Hope to uh, engage you again. Okay, George, I do. George.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
the
you,
man
sir.
is.
So, sir,
Yeah.
if you were talking about the way they are able to change their cars for them with respect to the insurance, then you will be someone who enroll into it. So somebody who have enrolled into the insurance policy, that's where they are able to change your what do you call your vehicle for you whenever it's time for them to change it for you. So you have been enrolled onto it before you'll be able to get those services.
Okay, so those who have. Okay, so one thing is, I wanted to drive your minds back home to further studies abroad. Further studies in Ghana. Further studies. Mention some of the few Ghanaian universities that give scholarships. And your scholarships. Mention some of the few universities that give scholarships in Ghana pertaining to further studies.
KNUS.
Okay, Benson.
Yes, sir.
KNUST.
KNUST is one. And
Pentecost is very
I heard of Pentecost and then UDS, but I don't know UDS. Someone who has been a beneficiary to that, but I've heard of it. UDS
Okay.
Kamale Campus, of course. Yeah.
Okay. But it's not as many as the European countries. True or false?
True, sir.
True, yeah. True. Okay. So for you to even get scholarships to study and all those stuff, sometimes people would like to look outside. What if the country that you get or the opportunity that may come your way is a French-speaking country? So that's the question. What if the French-speaking country? Because in this world, if you don't do further studies, if you don't learn and learn, you become irrelevant. You have to learn. If not, a small girl will come and then give you instructions. You have to learn. And learning, sometimes it demands that you are out of the country. So if you limit yourself to only English-speaking countries only, and opportunities in French, what do you do? So these are some of the intriguing questions that should be running at the back of your brain. Okay, Nana Brighton Nakwame say. Brighton Nakwame say.
I want to say something concerning what you just said about you should learn and broaden your horizon concerning not only English language but French.
Yeah.
When we were young, we just heard about this thing like Ghana Black Star, our captains. There was Abedi Pele and Tony Abua issue concerning that, but they chose Abedi Pele because he can speak French. The communication he can give made them to give the captaincy to Abedi Pele. So we shouldn't limit.
I don't know.
We shouldn't limit ourselves to maybe one particular language. But when we learn others, it gives us the opportunity. Being a captain or being a leader of your nation team is something proud. It comes with some privileges too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, in terms of talking with Abedi Pele to Abedi Pele's issue, I mean, I don't know how Abedi Pele became the captain of the Ghana Black Stars. But what I knew was that there was a little friction between Abedi Pele and Tony Yeboah. Okay, by that time we were young. Okay, now what about Kofi Annan? Who contested Kofi Annan as UN Secretary General? Hello.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, Kofi Annan. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Who contested Kofi Annan? Okay. How did Kofi Annan win the Secretary General? Yes. How did he win the UN Secretary General? Yes. Oh, okay, David Prekun, yeah.
Yeah, say I heard a story that he won because he was very fluent in French and other languages. So, but the other contestant wasn't able to, was nowhere abreast with the French language. So that was the latest story I had. Though, yeah.
The
So
other contestant was not
all
well
that
versed
fluent of
in,
French. Yes,
is it
he
French
was.
or English?
Me, I know Kofi Annan. They say he was able to speak. He was fluent in the French. That
Both English and French.
both English and French. That gave him the upper hand to win the
Okay.
this in that moment.
Yeah. Okay, so and that's true. And that's true. The other one uh spoke only one language very fluently. That's true. Okay, that's correct. All right. Any other contribution, any other question pertaining to this so that we move on to the next slide? Do you understand? You say yes, sir. Can we move on? No, sir. Why? Because the whole show. This one should not be the whole show, please. Okay, recommency.
Yes, and I think in most cases, especially when you travel outside, they ask you, "Do you understand English?" You said, if the answer is yes, then the next question or the language they will ask you, "Do you understand French?" So I understand that, or I know that most of the Africans speak English and French aside their local
Yeah,
dialect. Yes, so
yeah.
therefore, I think there is a need to learn it for the sake of our
Thank
future.
you.
And besides
Your
healthcare
contribution.
nationwide.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please. Is it Ali Prince
I
Gobi?
think, yes, sir. So I
Okay.
think it helps us to be multifunctional, which helps us also in decision making.
Okay. Right. Multifunctional decision making. Wow. Wow. Jato patience. Jato patience.
Sir.
Yes, please. Jato patience. Kumasi Center, right?
Tamale.
Tamale. Okay. Right. Very good network at Tamale. Okay. Yeah, let me hear from you, please.
Hmm. Well, sir, the food we are finding ourselves, it will help reduce the risk of wrong diagnosis and then
Oh, good.
communication.
Poor
Take-
communication. Yeah.
Mhm.
It will improve communication. Okay. Ali Tukata. Ali Tukata. Ali Tukata. Ali, you want your name to appear in my diary, right?
No, sir.
Then talk.
Sir, I didn't hear the question. Well,
Any
pardon.
contribution, any question to whatever that
Ah,
we've discussed, turn to slide one.
okay, sir. Um, in fact, the French language broaden us in order to do other transactions. When we found ourselves in places that are not when we are not in our own country and we find ourselves in other countries that speak French. To
Okay,
make
good.
it,
Yeah, okay. All right. You could be called at random, so you pay attention.
Okay, so
So,
I believe we're understanding the French language very well to help as particularly as health workers to attend to patients that are good in that language and the opposite to English, that you will be able to give a proper diagnosis, as we were saying earlier on, and then the best of interventions as well to help with whatever problem they came to the facility with. And also, yes, to explore, as I know it to be one of the popular languages worldwide. Thank you.
okay, thank you. Who was speaking, please? Who spoke? Oh no. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think enough of the discussion on the advantages of knowing an learning extra language, and especially a widely spoken language, French. Very good. So, familiarization. If I meet you for the first time and I would like to speak with you, these are some of the questions and answers that could be used to familiarize ourselves. I'm a Ghanaian, you are a speaker. You are not a Ghanaian, but I want to tell you that I know a little about your language. So I'll start with bonjour. And the person responds, bonjour. The next one is, comment ça va? Then the response will be, ça va très bien, merci. Et vous? And the answer will be, ça va bien, merci. Au revoir. Ça va bien, merci. Au revoir. Bonjour. Bonjour. Comment ça va? Ça va très bien, merci. Et vous? Ça va bien, merci. And to bid ourselves goodbye, we say au revoir. Au revoir. Bye bye. Au revoir. Bonjour. Good morning. And a person says, good morning. Bonjour, bonjour. Good morning, good morning. Comment ça va? How are you? I am fine, thank you. And you? Ça va très bien, merci. Et vous? And then, if you ask me how am I also doing, I will say ça va bien, merci. Okay, so by this, this is just the initial familiarization. You don't want to talk again. I'm not interested in knowing your name, your age, where you stay, where you come from, etc. I'm not interested in that. All I'm interested is to familiarize myself with you. So, good morning. How are you? Bye bye. Bonjour. Comment ça va? Ça va très bien, merci. Et vous? Ça va bien, merci. Au revoir. I'm Portia Free. Try with me. Let's go. So you ask the question and I'll respond. I'm Portia Free. Evelyn.
Bonjour.
Bonjour,
Comment ça
Evelyn.
va? Bonjour,
Ça va très bien,
monsieur.
merci. Et vous?
Au revoir.
I didn't hear your
Ça va,
response with the
ça va bien, merci. Au revoir.
au revoir, au revoir. Très bien. Johnson. Johnson. Okay,
Hello, sir.
the Wani Dilia Emmanuel.
Oui, monsieur.
So I'll
Monsieur,
act as the answer and then you'll be the question. Let's go.
but monsieur, I want to ask question before maybe that one.
Ask a question. Ask it. Ask.
Yeah. You are based on the response. Can it also be somebody can just ask without not saying that comment ça va, and you just say ça va, and you say ça va bien, or you can say c'est bien, and then can you also say et toi, or instead of the et vous?
Oh, okay. Where are you speaking from? Côte d'Ivoire or Burkina
No,
Faso?
no,
Or
monsieur.
Togo, Benin?
Ghana. After is
This one
smaller.
is Côte d'Ivoire question. Euh, vous voulez savoir si on peut tutoyer quelqu'un, d'accord, c'est ça?
Monsieur,
Oui,
j'ai
oui,
parlé.
oui,
Vous
monsieur.
voulez savoir si on peut tutoyer quelqu'un? Est-ce que c'est ça le cas?
Hello?
Oh, the question that you asked, and that's what has made me change the language because I know this one is a PhD question.
Okay.
Je demande si vous voulez tutoyer quelqu'un.
Monsieur, je n'ai pas parlé un français. J'ai parlé un PP. So, mon.
Oh, tu débutes, d'accord. Tu débutes, ok. Je comprends.
Oui, monsieur.
When we talk about the tutoyer, using tu or the toi for somebody. Hey, this question, if I should answer, your colleagues will say, hey, this guy is taking the French to another level. All right, but
Okay, monsieur, no problem.
you can use toi for somebody, but the toi means that you are at par of the person is your colleague.
Okay.
For you, with every language, certain expressions makes one angry.
Okay.
I remember as a French facilitator somewhere, a Frenchman, was he from Togo? He visited our office and he wanted to see our boss. And I think the answer was he wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know what he was expecting from us. He want to see my boss, he's not there. I don't know whether he wanted me to give him a chair to sit down and watch TV before. I didn't know. So he left. Maybe he wanted me to ask him a question or whatever. He left. He called my boss later. I told him he came to the office and the assistants there, the way they put a knife into his throat. Il m'a chicoté. Vos assistants, vos adjoints, il m'a chicoté. Ah! And I didn't understand it. My other colleague didn't understand the whole thing. She was from Togo.
Okay.
Mashikote, in context, in Ghana, hello, I want to see your boss. Oh, please, boss is not in. And I don't know whether we should have asked him question that maybe what do you want, and then maybe come and sit down. What do you think should be our reaction? I want to see your boss. Oh, please, boss is not in. Okay, thank you. I'll come later. Okay, what should have been our action? Yes, I want to use that to answer the replacement of the vous. The reason why I use vous.
Okay.
I've also had an Ivorian arguing with me about the Lord's Prayer too. I'll come to that too. Yeah. Yeah, someone visits you at the office. I want to see your boss. The boss is not there. And what? And the person was angry. So what should I have done? Yeah, 4 hands raised, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, let me check those who have raised up. Oh, where's my? There's okay. All right, Samira, Jack Farun, Samira. Samira, your hand is raised though. Okay, press launch for. Yeah,
Sir,
don't
please,
name
I
yourself
wanted,
Zoom user. You have your names and your index numbers. Huh? Okay.
sir, please, the question he asked that I wanted to attempt to answer.
Yeah, I want to see your boss. Yeah.
No, sir, the one he asked.
Which one? Oh no
The
no.
one he
I'm
asked.
just I'm answering for him. I'm answering for him. So let's.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Right. Let me give you the opportunity. You do it. Let me see how you do it.
Yeah, so, sir, the little I know about it is that, as you said, when you use the toa, it's supposed to be used for informal people. So when you use the vu, that one is for, it can be for an elderly person or it's so formal. Because most people, when you use the toa for them, and in case the person is an elder, the person will think you are rude. That's the difference that I know.
For you to be at the safer side, you have to use the rule.
Yes, sir.
To avoid people using the word rude for you. That's why, thank you, Priscilla. That's the only thing. That's why I'm citing an example that at the office, the person says you have placed a knife on his throat. And I'm asking per HR, whatever, what should we have done? Mm-hmm. What do you think we should have done? I just want to learn. Uh-huh. Mercy, I don't go.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I think maybe you should have asked him whether you should offer him a seat to wait for your boss.
Okay, that was what he wanted.
Maybe.
Okay. Georgia do. Security reasons, so. Okay. Georgia do.
So I think once he was in your office and then he became angry, at least you could have said
No, it was
something.
later that he called and then boss also called us. That what has happened
Oh,
at the office. Yeah.
okay. Then perhaps you should have asked, oh, will you wait for my boss or you want to go and come back earlier so that you'll be at the
Okay.
safer side.
I should have asked that one. Okay.
Matthew,
I'm learning.
Matthew.
Yes, Emmanuel Poku Mreku. Ekwe Adomakun, please, you have to mute yourself. I think you are making the noise. Emmanuel, Emmanuel Mreku. Christiana Valentina.
Yes, sir. Please, I think maybe you should have asked him whether you would be of help to him or anything in the absence of
Okay.
your boss.
Okay. This is a Frenchman also. I think in the French culture, if he's not, but was I wrong? Because there was someone also from Togo in the office, and then I don't know. I was using the Ghanaian culture. That person was using the French culture. So I don't know.
So we are not wrong, but maybe he needed someone to talk to.
All right. All that I'm drawing home is that you see you are using maybe. You may never know the little thing that you do with language, and with actions and office manners and whatever. The little thing that you do that will put someone off. So for me, whenever it is between toi, how are you? The TOI is toi, and the VOUS is toi. For me to be at the safer side, so that somebody will not call anyone, my boss or whoever, and report me that I've been rude, I use the VOUS. My friend who asked the question, I believe that the answer is clear now. As
Oui,
Priscilla
monsieur.
answered that.
Oui, monsieur.
So, ça va, et toi? You know the names of your colleagues on the platform. So, ça va, comment ça va, et toi? Well, if you are talking to your lecturer or monsieur, or another, say, et vous? So that tells you that you are not being rude to that person. Okay. Ça va bien, très bien. So, Aaron or Aaron, anyone? Jakari, Odru, Asante.
What's that?
Yes. Ali, yes.
I think toi and vous in English is you. Or
So as for English, you don't have any problem when you say and you no problem. But French are saying that the toi is for, your colleagues and then the minors.
okay,
Your
sir.
colleagues and your subordinates. It's for the toi. French, it's language you. Use toi for colleagues and subordinates. Use vous for superiors and others. Me, I don't know who is the subordinate or the colleague, so I use vous. And I bet it's the first side. That's why I'm teaching you that you should be using the vous. So that when you are talking, the person will not say you are being rude. Prako David.
Yeah, so what about the difference between singular and plural? Because toi can also simplify singular. And the vous, donc, et toi, tu vas dire que une seulement, une personne, ou une personne. Vous, comme groupe de quelqu'un, ou personne. Vous et vous.
Oui, je sais que groupe est utilisé pour le groupe de quelqu'un et toi utilisé pour une personne. C'est ça les fonctions. Comment fonctionnent les pronoms personnels? C'est comment fonctionnent les pronoms personnels. Hein?
Oui.
Toi, soit singulier et vous, soit pluriel. Est-ce que c'est bien noté?
Oui, c'est bon.
Aha. Mais en autre cas, hein, dans un cas, on a utilisé toi pour nos collègues et les subordonnés. Mais utiliser le vous pour les supérieurs.
Il n'y a pas de problème.
Pas de problème. C'est bien compris maintenant.
Oui, c'est très bien.
C'est bien compris maintenant.
Oui, oui.
Oui. En parlant de fonctions, donc on a le pronom ou bien le nom fonction comme singulier pluriel, c'est ça le nombre de pronoms. Ou bien nombre de noms. D'accord? Ça, ce sont les fonctions, les singuliers et les pluriels. Mais dans ce cas, nous parlons de ce qu'on appelle tutoyage. Est-ce que tu peux tutoyer quelqu'un? Vous pouvez tutoyer votre collègue ou votre subordonné.
Monsieur, pardon, il faut.
Mais je mélange. J'ai dit que je vais mélanger les deux. C'est ça.
Non,
Je
quand
parle
parce
français quelquefois et je parle aussi anglais quelquefois.
Non, façon que tu as de parler là, ça va faire difficile pour les élèves. Donc, je crois qu'il faut parler, il faut faire doucement, un peu.
Oh, doucement, d'accord.
Oui, doucement. Et puis, ils vont comprendre tout ce que tu es en train d'essayer.
Merci bien. Merci bien. Moi, j'aimerais parler avec quelqu'un et
Oh, ça oui, Alonso.
j'ai eu la chance de parler avec quelqu'un. Hein?
Mais
je suis vraiment chanceux. Merci bien. Ok, back to the English language. Yeah, back to the English language.
Let's raise a hand.
We are here.
Oh, sir, we are lost. We are lost.
Please, we beg, we are also here.
Master, lost it.
No, I said I am very much, happy that I have my French colleague over there that I can speak to. Yeah, so that's what we are saying, and I think the best language that he can understand is the French, so I have to use it for him. Okay, so what I'm saying is, French, they have the toi and the vous, and the toi is for your colleagues and subordinates, and then the vous is for your superiors, and it shows a polite language. So that's why I have used the vous. But you can use the toi if you are sure that that person is your colleague. But I may not know who is my colleague, so I'll use always the vous. So that's it. Thank you, Prince. Prince, you'll be speaking a lot of French. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Rako Benson.
So please, in French speaking, the way you stretch the words doesn't really matter, or it's part of the language.
Example.
Bonjour. Maybe the person is, oh, good morning. Oh, good morning.
Yeah.
Like the way I think the second person was saying it. Bonjour, bonjour. Comment ça va? Ça va très bien. Like someone say bonjour, good morning. It's like, does it rhyme that way?
Okay,
or
you count to the English and let's see.
Good morning.
Response.
Good morning. So you see the way because so when the people having the interaction, to a point I was confused. I thought you were fighting because of the way you were going. So later I said, well, Jesus is Lord. Let me relax and see how.
Oh, you see that the French, you have to be a bit fast. That's the tonation, the tone. So if you have the French accent, yeah. So you see sometimes it even affects our accent. The way we speak Twi, the way we speak French, it affects English. It affects it. See that maybe we'll be speaking fast. It's because maybe we know another language, and that's what affects us. Joe Abul.
Yes, sir.
Ouais.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Téléphone, est-ce bali kousé?
Encore?
Téléphone, est-ce bali kousé? Kule bonjour, monsieur.
Mais ça veut dire quoi?
Ça veut dire quoi, t'es mali? Kule bon, pues, ali quoi?
Must be very careful. Joe, yeah, what do you want to say? Joe.
I'll come back.
Joe, what do you want to say? I couldn't get his expression, so I want him to calm down for me. Joe.
Maybe it was Fafra. It was Fafra.
All right. Esther Aumbadigi. All right, Nancy Upper. Nancy Upper.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, I heard my name.
Yes. Your hand was raised. All right, let's do the conversation. Bonjour, Esther.
Hey.
This is not about a try. Bonjour, Esther.
So let me learn small. Next time I'll try, please.
Deborah, bonjour, Deborah.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien, ça va très bien, merci, et vous?
Oh, je me porte bien par sa grâce, merci. Au revoir et à bientôt. Au revoir et à bientôt.
Au revoir.
Et à bientôt. À bientôt, Ninkamon.
Are you going to die?
Je n'ai pas compris.
Tu ne comprends pas bientôt. À bientôt means see you soon. Okay. Obaya. I think that was Obaya who raised up the hand. All right. If she's organizing herself, Margaret Apambila, Margaret. Margaret.
Bonjour.
Oui, bonjour, Margaret.
Comment ça va?
Oh, ça va très bien, merci. Et vous?
Ça va bien, merci.
Ok. À bientôt.
Au revoir.
À bientôt. Ok, Sabina Obin.
Ça va
Sabina
bien,
Obin.
à bientôt.
À bientôt. See you soon.
Bonjour,
Sabina Obin.
monsieur.
Bonjour, Sabina.
Comment ça
Vous
va?
allez bien? Vous allez bien? Vous allez bien? Okay, you let me go according to this one. Ça va très bien, merci et vous? Ça va très bien, merci et vous?
Je vais aussi très bien.
Ça va bien aussi, merci. Ok, à bientôt. Umar Fatima Aoudou. Umar Fatima, your hand is up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, please,
Okay.
what is the avian too?
See you soon.
See you soon. Okay, sir. Hey.
All right. 2 people should try it. Prince, tu es là? Prince et Priscilla, vous êtes là? Priscilla. Oh là là. Priscilla. Why? Some have left. Prince.
Monsieur, right. Please, which bracelet?
Yeah, Priscilla Sam, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then Prince.
All right.
Yeah, can they try?
I'll ask the question, then you answer, Prince. Oh.
No, so Prince and Priscilla, yeah. So anyone.
Okay. Bonjour,
Yeah.
Prince.
Bonjour, Priscilla.
Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien, merci. Et vous?
Ça va bien, merci.
Tu dors bien?
Au revoir, Prince.
Tu dors bien?
Mais est-ce que ça fait partie de notre leçon? Si elle a bien dormi ou bien elle n'a pas dormi? Hein?
Oui.
Prince, elle ne comprend pas, tu dors bien. Donc.
Je pense.
Okay. Abigail, do Sefa and the Abigail Frimpong. Also try with the conversation.
Jesus.
Yes.
And sir, right. Please who asked the question?
No problem, no problem.
Abigail, let's have you.
Please, who is starting? Is it me or the other person?
Okay, so bonjour, Abigail.
Bonjour.
Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien, merci, et vous?
What will I say again?
What we know?
Au revoir.
You really know, you really know.
Au revoir.
You really know.
Samira and then yeah, Nantachua Comfort. Obapa.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, Samira.
Bonjour. Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien, merci et vous?
Ça va bien, merci. Au revoir.
Bye bye.
Okay. Priscilla, kindly educate us about Priscilla sound.
Sir,
Priscilla sound.
let me see.
Kindly educate us about the bonjour, bonsoir, bonne journée, bonne nuit, etc. These ones are the fundamentals.
You say, please, I don't have any idea of it.
Bonjour,
But I
bonsoir,
know
bonne
that
nuit, bonsoir.
I know for the bonjour is a good morning, no?
Yeah.
And comment ça va is how are you, right?
Oh no, not. I don't want you to explain this.
Hey.
Okay, but you didn't understand my question. Some hands are raised. Let me check whether they'll be able to do the question for me. So we have Isaac Afeke. Okay, and then Priscilla Ayabia said, okay, the two of you should talk to the question for me.
The bonjour is good morning.
Mm.
Then the next one.
Yeah,
The
which one?
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Then, please, I only had bonjour and bonsoir. The third one, I didn't get the word clear, please.
Oh, okay. So Priscilla may add it to us. Afeke.
Bonjour name is good day, and then the bonne nuit is good night.
Okay. Okay. So what are we specifically talking about? When talking about bonjour, bonsoir, bonne journée, bonne nuit. Mm-hmm.
So we are talking about salutation, greetings.
Who is so much happy? Hmm? Obieni aje sa susumu eninje wa na. Yeah, who was talking?
Sir,
I think
me.
President sound is up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we are talking
Is it
about.
President Entry Bafo?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
sir.
go. Okay.
So we are talking about greetings, salutation.
La salutation, d'accord.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you are from which center? Kumasi or Takrady?
Kumasi, sir.
Kumasi Center.
Yes,
Est-ce que
please.
vous avez fréquenté une école?
Je fréquente le corps à Kokofu.
Vous avez fréquenté une école dans...
Pardon?
Vous étiez au Kokofu, ok, d'accord, oui, je comprends, mais est-ce que vous étiez tantôt au Pays francophone? Ou
Je
bien
ne
c'est seulement au
comprends
Ghana?
pas, monsieur.
Je dis que est-ce que vous avez fréquenté une école au Pays francophone?
Non, 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 non.
C'est seulement au Ghana ici?
Oui.
Oh, donc félicitations à votre prof de français, ils ont bien fait.
Merci. Merci
Ouais.
beaucoup.
Ok, alors, allons-y. Donc, bonjour, c'est pour les salutations. C'est ça les salutations, ok. Allons-y. Donc, dans le matin, on dit...
Bonjour.
In the morning, we say good morning. And good morning, when you go to the French-speaking country, it is what? Bonjour.
Bonjour. In the afternoon.
Yeah.
Bon après-midi.
On dit bon après-midi de quelle heure à quelle heure?
Mais c'est, il est sous elle.
Unless I have. Is Prince there?
Sorry?
Is Prince there? Prince, help us.
Wait.
Ouais, je demande qu'on dit bon après-midi de quelle heure à quelle heure?
Monsieur, I'm Emmanuel. I can help. Bon après-midi is 12.
Yeah.
When it's 12? When it's 12, 12 noon. That's where you said bon après-midi.
And so when do we stop it and say bonsoir?
Bonsoir is around 4 there about 3 to 4.
Oh, at
4
5.
o'clock?
No, at
No,
5.
bonsoir is afternoon. Bonsoir is afternoon.
Uh-huh.
So afternoon, that would be one thereabouts.
So when do we use the bon après-midi and the bonsoir?
We use the bon après-midi when it's 12 noon. When it's noon.
To what time?
I think 12 noon to 12:59. So when it's one there, one is bonsoir.
Let
That
me
will be
hear from
afternoon.
Prince as well. Prince is running away. Don't run away. You just come on board.
So I'm here.
Is it David rather? Okay. Yeah, David Perkun. David,
Yeah, bon après-midi, c'est 12h jusqu'à 13h. Donc,
Okay.
that is 12 to 1 p.m.
Okay. Okay.
Then from 1 p.m. to, let's say, around 6, that is bonsoir.
Mm-hmm.
Même after 6, you can say bonsoir, mais bonne nuit is more or less like saying good night. It's not a major greeting like as you meet someone and just say bonne nuit. No, that is when after you have done your discussion and the person is departing or the person is going, then you can say bonne nuit. But when you meet the person and you are greeting, it should be bonsoir. That is in the evening.
In the evening.
Yes.
Okay, so
Monsieur,
bonjour.
est-ce que c'est ça?
Oh, c'est ça, bien. Vous avez bien fait, merci bien. Yeah. Mais votre collègue sont tous débutants, donc il faut qu'on parle anglais. Plus
Il n'y a pas
d'anglais.
de problème.
D'accord, merci. So, I say, at the end of French in a month, into the cough, sir, level now. Ever hard, into my can bro for more. So I said that the French is, some of you are just beginners. So, going to that level, he will make me speak a lot of French, and some of you may be lost. So, we'll count your level. Bahama Nuruddin Yakubu.
Bonjour, sir.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Sir, ça va?
Ça va bien, ça va bien.
All right, sir. Quelle question? So, sir, my question is, we were told, I don't know if it is right or wrong, that if you meet, let's say I'm meeting you for the first time around 3 p.m. I have to greet you bonjour, sort of good evening. I don't know how to use it.
Did you believe it or you don't believe it? Do you believe it or you don't believe it?
Well, this is, Monsieur, I don't know. That's why I'm actually asking.
Okay. So it's culture. It's culture.
Okay.
It's culture.
So
Once it's culture.
academically, it's not.
Oh, yeah. If you are dealing with academic, and so who is that? Please, kindly control your whatever.
Thank you very much.
So there is a written language and there's spoken language. Written seems to be more official. And the unwritten one, those making noise, if I can easily trace your names, please. So discipline yourself.
Hey, now why here? Yes.
Who?
Oh, who is this?
All right. So now I have done the setting in such a way that if the noise comes from you, Kukua was doing the interrogation, and one person, I just forgot the name. So immediately make the noise, your name appears here. I'll just blacklist you. So please comport yourselves. Thank you very much. Where did we even end? When you distract us like that. All right. So
we were talking about the
I get it. Yeah. So the written language is more official, and then the spoken language is more parochial. There are a lot of things that you say in the spoken language that you may not be able to write. So bonjour. Anytime, if I'm seeing you for the first time, even midnight, I can say bonjour. Seeing you for the first time. But if I've seen you, I can say bonjour. Use all the aspects of greeting. Bonsoir, bonne journée, bonne soirée, bonne nuit. And then we are okay. So that's true. That's true. But using parochial language. Okay. Yeah. Comment allez-vous? Comment ça va?
Yes.
Très bien. Merci. Comment allez-vous? Oh, comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? Oh, comment allez-vous? Bonjour, papa.
Mama,
Bonjour, maman.
Papa.
Bonjour, tout le
Bonjour,
monde.
sister.
Comment
Comment
allez-vous?
Oh,
allez-vous?
Mama.
Comment
Bonjour,
allez-vous?
Bonjour,
Papa.
papa.
Oh, comment
Bonjour à tous
allez-vous?
les mots. Comment allez-vous?
Je vais à l'école, oh, je vais à l'école. Je vais à
Je vais
Je
l'école,
vais
à
à
l'école.
oh,
l'école.
Oh, je
Oh,
vais
je
je
à
vais
vais
à
à
l'école.
l'école.
Au
l'école. Au
Au
revoir,
revoir,
maman.
revoir.
papa. Au
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 revoir,
revoir.
revoir,
maman.
maman.
Au
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 revoir,
revoir,
Pierre
revoir,
et
Pierre.
P.
petit. Je vais
Je
à
vais à
l'école.
l'école.
Merci. Ça va bien. Merci.
Comment allez-vous? How are you? How are you?
Good
Good morning, good
afternoon.
morning. Bonjour, papa. Bonjour, maman. Bonjour à tout le monde. Je vais comment allez-vous? How are you? Je vais à l'école. I'm going to school. Je vais à l'école. Oh, je vais à l'école. Au revoir. Au revoir, papa. Au revoir, maman. Au revoir, tout le monde. So these are the ways of learning the time, and then also learning how to say goodbye. Now back to the question. Comment ça va? It could be j'espère que vous allez bien. J'espère que vous allez bien. Est-ce que vous allez bien? Ça va bien? Comment ça va? Vous allez bien? All right, so let's try that one. We are no more going to use the comment ça va, but we're going to use vous allez bien? Vous allez bien? Mavis dans quoi? Mavis dans quoi? And then Johnson Nani Uto. Mavis Dankwa and Johnson Nani Uto. You are no more going to use comment ça va, but you're going to use j'espère que vous allez bien.
Hey, sir, I can't do.
It's not that difficult. Let's go.
Oh, sir, I can't do.
You are not familiar with the French language.
No, I don't have any background.
Oh, Nani Uto.
Sir.
Nani Uto. All
I
right.
don't have a
Just
French background.
don't worry. Kojo Aka Edmond. As for him, they're looking at his face, he knows how to speak the French very well. Kojo Aka Edmond. Hey, Kojo Aka, are you sure you are with us? Okay, 2 people should volunteer, and then instead of saying comment ça va, you say j'espère que vous allez bien. 2 people to volunteer for us. Hey, Quartermaster. I did starting the fair. I didn't know because I must say give me. Yeah. Closing, you want to spoil the thing. Quartermaster. Hello, please. Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Hey, but why am I calling names and
Yes,
then?
please. Can
Yes,
hear you,
sir.
sir.
But I'm
Sir,
calling the names and
sir, we
Quartermaster.
didn't hear.
Sir, the J's Papa's can score is what we cannot say.
Yes.
Right. Please, we want the spelling.
Yeah, j'espère. I hope you are good. J'espère que vous vous portez bien.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Yes.
So
Yes, please.
the bonjour is a good morning,
Yes.
and then you answer good morning too.
Yes.
Then comment ça va? What is that one?
How are you?
Yeah, someone has answered for you.
It means how are you?
You know.
Mm-hmm. So the j'espère que vous allez bien is on your platform. But the comment ça va is how are you? Hmm? Then ça va très bien, merci. Et vous? Ça va bien, merci. This is familiarization. So this one will be everyday language. When we meet.
Yeah, this is my first. This is my first.
Yes, it's your first time. I know that I
Yes.
don't know. First time, I don't have any problem. Obia benya ne chefa kama. I'll take my time, man. For your pass mark, you get it. It's not automatic anyway. Not automatic anyway. The hand was raised, right?
Yes, please.
All right.
Yeah, say the comment ça va there. I think the answer is ça va bien. So if you want to personalize it, can you then say maybe je va bien, I am doing, or still you have to go by ça va bien merci.
Who has a question? You need
Recommendation, please.
recommendations. How are recommendations? How are you in English? How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm fine.
Okay. Why did you use the two expressions interchangeably?
So depending on the person I'm speaking with.
Hey, are you sure?
Yeah,
So
or maybe it's a choice of
no,
words. I
but
decide to go by this one.
I'm doing great and I'm fine. Does it depend on familiarity or being official? Does it depend on anything of that sort? Which one is polite? Which one is not polite?
I'm doing great is polite.
And I'm
And
fine
I'm
is not
fine.
polite.
It's not all that formal. Yeah, maybe with a friend. I'm fine, bro. I'm fine, Charlie.
Hey, me manya brofu. Hey, are you sure?
Yeah, but I don't.
Brother,
I don't.
brother,
Okay. Yes, sir.
brother.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, who help us? Who help us? Who help us? Yeah. I'm fine, I'm doing well. Yeah, 2 hands raised. Press the lever for.
Yes.
Then who else?
Sir, please, like he said, as in English, when someone asks, how are you? You can answer maybe I'm fine, I'm doing great, I'm well. So it's a language. So you can answer whichever way it suits you. But the ça va très bien is a very simple way of answering. That's why they mostly use. But you can use words like pas mal. It means not bad. Or choose your choice of other words.
Je
So
me
it's
porte
not
bien.
really just the ça va très bien.
Yeah. Wrestler has done the job for us. So that was why I said in English, how do you answer? Not the matter of officiality and being official. So the vous there, that is what brings about the politeness and whatever. So that's why you have to take note about it. But you can. That's why I'm even trying to tell you that, to ask you that in place of the comment ça va, you can use j'espère que vous allez bien. I hope you are all doing well. Please look at it. So apart
Yes,
from the
please.
comment ça va and then the ça va très bien, merci et vous, how are you? We are fine, thank you, and you doesn't mean you should stick to that particular um, expression in terms of familiarization. You can sometimes, use different kinds of expression as far as that expression expresses itself with some kind of politeness. Okay. Any question? No. I think closing at 6:15, and I would like to give it a 5 minutes to rest for the next lecture. So let me pick some few questions. If not, I'll say au revoir. The next time that we meet, we look at the different types of greetings. Au revoir, saying goodbye. Yeah. Before we move
Au
on,
revoir, monsieur.
Au
Au
revoir
revoir.
tous. Au
Au
revoir
revoir,
tous.
monsieur.
revoir.
Oui,
Au
bye
revoir,
bye.
monsieur.
C'est la clôturation.
Monsieur.
C'est la
Au revoir,
clôturation.
merci.
Oui,
Oui, oui.
À bientôt.
À bientôt.
à bientôt. Oui.
À
Oui,
bientôt.
à bientôt.
Next time is
Ah,
All
bien.
right,
Oui,
all right.
à
Merci,
bientôt.
merci bien pour d'avoir participé à cette leçon. Merci. J'espère de vous voir la semaine prochaine. Bye
Oui,
bye.
monsieur.
Je
Bye.
vais
Au revoir.
company.
Au revoir.
Everybody just say something. I will say.
Why we not sleep? Au revoir.
I did take charge myself for the take. Tell your phone. Get water for free. Good night. Good night. Hey. I don't know this place. I don't play.
Yeah, you dey do something, I will allow my game place for.
You need a laugh. You need a laugh.
I mean, what you talk is fine. Ah. See, you see, I didn't learn how they put. That's why it's for my.
You did it. Listen, I did left this place. I did go come. I did check something.
So then let us do the we have this.
You first.
You Jimmy, you
first.
Nigga, they talk say never go make a win.
Nah, I'm not gonna make you win.